stuff, y'all. Let's get into today's workout. We have an essential level workout today, so beginner friendly. And if you have a little squishy ball about medium size, we're going to use that throughout the workout in between our knees, just to really help to activate our inner thighs, pelvic floor muscles, and those deep abdominal muscles. So if you have that, go ahead and grab that now. But if not, it's totally fine. But let's go ahead and get into some breathing. So let's start just sitting back if this is comfortable on the back of your feet. If not, you can sit cross-legged. And we're just gonna breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths, starting now. Good, so that was the last one. Now get onto all fours and we're gonna go into our imprint and release. So as you take an inhale breath through the nose, as you exhale, you're going to contract the abs and then your pelvis will shift just a little bit. And then you're going to release. So going into the imprint, you're gonna exhale, deep exhale. You should feel the abdominals starting to contract. And then you're gonna release that. As you can see, it's just a slight movement, slight tilt of the pelvis, slight flattening of the back. And everything else stays stable. So you're stable throughout the shoulders, the head and neck. Legs aren't moving, it's just here in the torso, okay? So we'll do one more. Take an inhale breath and exhale into that imprint. And just contracting the abdominals and then release. Good. From here, we'll go into our cat. So you're staying here and then you're just going to tuck the hips and start to reach up, press into the mat, reach that spine toward the ceiling, and then drop your head. And then you're gonna uncurl the same way from bottom to top. Again, you're just gonna curl those hips up under, press into the mat, and then uncurl. Just waking up the spine, getting it used to just moving in moving sequentially. Each vertebrae, last time, tuck. Let the head be the last thing to fall, and then you're gonna uncurl low back, your middle back, upper back, and then your head. Okay? So now let's go ahead and go on to the side. You're gonna bend your knees. Lay down on your mat, cradle your head with your bottom arm, and that top arm is just gonna lengthen long, and then you're just gonna lift up towards the ceiling and rotate the body. I'm gonna actually scooch up a little bit, just so I have a little more room. But your hips are stacked, and you're rotating just the upper body. So if you go too far, then you'll start to shift in your hips, and you don't want that. You just want that feeling, that stretch in the chest, okay? So inhale, exhale, hold, and then close it up using the abdominals. Here, we're gonna go into protraction, retraction. So you're gonna take the arms out in front of you, thumbs up toward the ceiling. Reach the arms forward, and then bring them back to starting position. Reach forward, starting position. Now retract them, retract the shoulder blades back, and then go back to neutral. So let's go through it. So go forward, neutral, retract them backward, as if you're squeezing your shoulder blades back, and then going back to neutral. Now, you want to try to keep your hands parallel. So don't let your hands float out to the side too much as you do this, okay? Okay? To bring your arm back. So your arm is in reaching. Your arm is just following, and then we're gonna do the opposite side. So lay on your left side. Inhale, float that arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, rotate the upper body. And then close it up using the abdominals. Let's do 3 more. Feel that stretch. Good, getting used to moving your body. Different parts of your body at a time. Right? Mobility throughout the upper part of your body while you're keeping your lower body stable. And then we'll close it up. We'll do 1 more. Point that thumb towards the floor. Relax the shoulders if they're not already. And then close it on up. Good. Now we're going to lay on our backs. We're just going to warm up a little bit through the hips. We're going to let the left leg fall out to the side. I always do the right leg first. Lengthen it long on the mat. And then rotate it in the hip joint. Pull it back and set it down. So let that left leg fall out, lengthen long onto the mat, keeping your foot onto the floor, okay? Try not to lift your foot up as you do this. And then let's go ahead and let it fall inward for 3. Trying to be aware of not moving your opposite leg as you rotate, okay? So let's go right leg, fall out to the side for 3. Rotate it up and set it back down. Imagine that I have something resting on your pelvis, and you don't want to spill it. Let's go ahead and go the opposite way. Let it fall out long. Good. And release. Now, arms down to the side. We're going into our ab prep. Nod the chin, and then just float yourself off of the mat. Okay? So you're just gonna flex forward. Just your upper body is coming off of the mat. Your abdominals are engaged, and you're using yourself to kind of shrink this area down to lift up. Okay? So your rib cage glides toward the pelvis as you float up. Good. Now, grab your ball and put it between your legs. Now, as you lift up, I want you to put a gentle squeeze on that ball. So as you come up, you're gonna squeeze that ball. That's gonna allow you to get into the abdominals, kind of feel that movement a little more. And then when you come down, you release it, okay? Exhale, come on up, squeeze the ball, and lower down. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, inhale as you come down back to the mat. Last one, squeeze. Good. And lower down. Now, keeping that ball in between your knees, I want you to imprint and lift the feet up into tabletop. You're gonna keep the legs bent here, and we're just gonna float off the mat, squeeze the ball. Pump the arms while you squeeze. Deep breaths in for 5 counts, 2, 1. Exhale for 5. Keep that pressure on the ball. Pumping the arms through the shoulder joint. Really engaging the abdominals. So here, not letting them spill out. And squeezing on that ball. Let's go. Inhale for 5. And exhale. 1 more set. Squeeze. Inhale. And lower down on your exhale. Good deal. Okay? So now, you're going to go ahead and roll up. Woo! Ball is going to stay in between the legs as we do our rollbacks, okay? So, this is just, again, making you more aware of this area here and your abdominals. So your arms are coming out in front of you. You're going to roll your hips away from the arms and come about halfway down. and then come on up. You're gonna exhale as you roll away. Shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale, come back over the ball. Good. And roll away. So now it's just a gentle squeeze on the ball just to keep it stable. You're not squeezing too hard. Let's go 2 more. Lower down. Come on up. Last one. And come on up. Very good. Okay, keeping that ball there. My legs are kind of shaking, but you can really awaken the adductors, the inner thighs, like I said, the pelvic floor muscles. So now we're laying down flat, okay? Arms are just over the head, just enough to keep your abdominal connection. You don't want your ribs to start popping, okay? So feet are flat. Inhale, float the arms up, and then you're just gonna lift off the mat gently, and then lower down, okay? So if you're able to come all the way up, come on up. Okay, if not, you can stay here. It's just like a slight lift. And then as you come down, you're controlling your body down. So don't let your body just slam. Come on up, squeeze, and lower down. Okay, so you're gonna inhale, exhale as you come up, squeeze the ball gently to lift, and lower down. Okay, let's do 3 more like that. Come on up, squeeze, slight lift, and lower down. You can really start to feel this in the lower abdominals. Just a slight lift. Last one. Come on up, lift slightly. Lower yourself down. Very good. So knees come into the chest. And let's give our ball a rest for a second. Go ahead and flip over to your belly. Let's rest our arms to the side for our breaststroke prep. Your feet are together. Squeeze the heels together if you can, okay? Nose is hovering off the mat. You're gonna just push your hands into the floor and lift your upper body off slightly, keeping your elbows on the floor. Feet, elbows, all those points are still in contact with the floor. You'll just glide in the shoulder blades back and allowing your chest to come off the mat. Okay? One more. Activate the glutes. Abdominals are engaged and lower down. Now arms to the side, palms facing the thighs. Let your shoulders relax. Now, contract the abdominals and the glutes and feel your shoulder blades reach back towards your toes. So same movement, only have a little bit more range here. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, come off. Take the gaze toward the edge of the mat and lower down. 1 more. And release. Good. Go ahead and go back into a shelf stretch. So just pushing, letting yourself go back onto the feet a little bit. Actively rounding the spine. Grab your ball. And you're gonna put it in your right hand first, okay? Lengthen the arm out that's holding the ball and then the opposite leg out, okay? Then we're gonna bring it in and tap it and lengthen back long. So you're not arching the back, you're using your glute and your abdominals to bring you to the ball and then lengthen long, okay? So let's go 6 this side. So 6, exhale, 7, I counted the wrong way. 3, 2, using the abdominals, good, and lower down. Let's switch hands. So ball comes into the left hand now, Okay? Lift out. We got 6 more here. 6. 4. So notice that my back is not rounding, not much. So I'm using my abdominals to come in and extend. Last one. Good. And release. Go onto our backs one more time. Lay down flat on the mat. Take my ball, lengthen it long, okay? On my right side, I'm just going to use it to anchor myself down. Go ahead and take that same side leg, that right leg, point the toe up to the ceiling, extend it long. Keep the leg on the mat flat, the foot flat on the mat, or you can extend it long, okay? I'm going to keep mine bent, and then we're just going to draw tiny circles towards the outer wall. Okay, we're going to go for 3, 2, pressing gently into that ball, 1. Now take it the opposite direction, going inward first. Exhale, out. Tiny circles, not bending the knee, and then point it and lower it down, okay? So we're gonna switch sides. Point that left toe up to the ceiling. Gently press into your ball as you circle it around. So inward first. Can't remember which side I had you go. We got last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take it out for 5, 4. So making sure you're keeping that pelvis steady. 2, and 1. Go ahead and lengthen the leg down. Now let's go into our spine twist. So sitting flat, I'm gonna cross my legs. Grab your ball in between your hands. You're just gonna gently press into the ball without lifting up your shoulders, okay? Then on the inhale, prepare. Exhale, rotate to the side, gentle squeeze on the ball, okay? And then go back to the center. So you're exhaling, rotating for 3, pumping for 2, and 1, coming back to center. Okay, rotate for 3, 2 is just a slight pulse for 3 on each side. For 3, 2, 1, try your best to stay level and straight. Don't lean back. And you're gently pressing into that ball, okay? Let's do 1 more each side. Rotate for 3, 2, 1. Come on back. Last 1. Press. Use the abdominals to rotate. And release down. Good deal. Okay.
Again.
Almost. Go back. Ball goes back in between your knees. You're gonna lean back behind your sit bones, okay? Keep that ball in your knees and then reach your hands towards your ankles, okay? You're just gonna slight squeeze on the ball, woo, and just roll back a little bit. Then you're gonna come back up, okay? Slight squeeze of the ball, woo, and roll up. This is a very small movement, but it takes some control of the abdominals, right? Good. We're getting ready to roll back now. If you're able, you're just going to squeeze on the mat, contract, roll your hips away until you start to roll back, and then come back up, okay? So roll your hips away, go up into the upper back, and roll yourself back up. All right, let's go 3 more. For 3, 2, woo, gentle squeeze on that ball, roll away, and release. Then remove the ball, Lengthen long onto the mat and lift the legs up to tabletop, and then just let them fall to one side as you look towards the opposite side. Okay? And just breathe. Now lift the legs up. Let's go to the other side you didn't do. And look towards the opposite. So legs are going to the left. Your upper body is facing towards the right. Go ahead and lift up. Cross the legs. Reach your left arm all up and over. And then now let it fall around, swing your body around. Now you're gonna go to the other side. So you're gonna reach it up, lengthen up and over, swoop yourself around, and open up, okay? Swoop around, open up. Good. All right. So hopefully that was a good workout for you. I will see y'all at the next workout.